Hi, my name is Dan Dabowski. I'm going to show you how to set up Dave Ramsey's debt snowball. I'm sure you've heard of him. He's the guy on the radio. But I'm going to show you the best, easiest way to do it. I set up a budget in Excel. And the best way to do it is to, first of all, set yourself up an Excel spreadsheet. And you can see I have all my expenses in rows. Rows go across from left to right. Columns go from top to bottom of the page. Just ignore all this other stuff that I have around it. But the basics are just setting up rent, car insurance, internet, food, gas, Discover card, car loans, phone bills, American Express card, student loan payments, any other unexpected payments, and I'll show you what the functions are for those. First of all, you just simply put them up in there. I'm going to go to the next one because it's still full. And I set up different worksheets down here according to the month. Luckily, I have a job where I get paid salary, so I get paid twice a month, a fixed income. So first of all, you gotta have a job in order to set up one of these debt snowballs. That's a must. So I know Dave Ramsey, he tells you to accrue $1,000 right away and sell everything you got and work hard, try to make up $1,000 to pay off your first loan. But it's not that easy. You basically have to have a job. So the best way to do it is to break up each month in thirds. So column B will be the first third of the month, column C, second third, column D, the third third of the month. And you can even put something down here like what days you get paid on, which is very helpful, and I'll show you why. That's what these are in red. Those are the dates that are deposited from my work. And this has all different functions in it, but the first one is the total expenses. The total expenses row basically adds up the amounts from your expenses in each of these columns. So for instance, this one is equals sum parentheses B2 colon B15 end parentheses. So B2 would be row 2 in column B, and that adds up my rent, $381.57, and my student loan payments. So the total is $416.28. So the amount that I have currently in the bank is $3,862, and you deduct that total expense from the amount that you'll have in the bank, and this is what my end figure is. And this is not a payday portion of the month. So you can see my payday starts October 12th. Well, this covers from the 1st through the 12th, and once the 12th comes, there is my new amount that I have. So I get paid $998 by my work every 2 weeks, and that's my salary income. So that's a fixed rate. It's very helpful to have a fixed rate, but you could see that it also combines the amount after the expenses into it. So basically right here is the function. It adds the new amount, which is from a different worksheet, and the way to link between different cells from different worksheets is equals sum parentheses apostrophe February, basically just follow along here, FEB space 2012 space banking space page apostrophe. These are just single apostrophes. Exclamation point B17, and B17 is referring to this specific cell from that sheet. This is the sheet, everything in between the apostrophes. So that's the worksheet. All these worksheets are named specifically, so they're all different. I have them by month. So you can see this one right there that we're on is September 2012 banking page. Well, this one right here is just simply referring to, see if I can find it again, go back to the October one. So this one is simply referring to the fixed rate that I get paid each month, and that is stored in February 2012 banking page. So that's referring to the B17 cell on that page. So it's added to this amount on my total pay period savings from this first third of the month. So I just go through it again. Have total expenses for this row, and each of my expenses come out of my account on a specific day, so that's very helpful to know. So I go through the motions once again. All of these added together are 1,781, and there's the total expenses subtracted from the amount plus my income, from the rollover plus my income, is this amount. And this, yet again, rolls over after the 26th. That's the next payday. And the same thing takes place. So I have all of my expenses yet again outlined, and right here is the amount that is at the end of this month. 2136.66. And this will be the amount that rolls over into the next month. So let's go to November. And here it is. That's where I placed it. And that simply says equal sum, parentheses, apostrophe, October 2012 banking page, apostrophe, exclamation point, D20, end parentheses. And that links to the previous page, that specific cell, D20. And I'll show you. We'll go back to October, D20. And there it is. So we'll go back to November, and here how we have it set up yet again. Expenses, that gets subtracted from that rolled over amount until the first payday on November 9th, and it's right there in this cell, C19. And again, it's referring back to this specific worksheet that has my stored amount of pay that I'll get, and subtract all of my expenses. And that's what my total pay period savings is for that second third of the month, and so on and so forth. So you could implement Dave Ramsey's plan this way. And I have this debt snowball projected out at least 7 years. So I plan on staying at my work for quite a long time, and I consider it a career. But the thing is, you can also set up a worksheet too that's not connected to your snowball, and just organize all of your thoughts, and organize all of your debts, just to see, for instance, how do you set up a snowball? Well, first of all, you set it up in such a way where it's the lowest amount that you owe on all of your debts to the highest amount. So you can see a variety of different amounts here. So what I would do is attack this one first, 338. That's a health care bill, and this other one is 390. I would attack those first because those are the easiest to kill. And that's why Dave Ramsey says to set up $1,000 right away, so that you can start your debt snowball by immediately erasing those debts, and you'll no longer have to pay on those each month. So once you kill them, then those debts are done. You can then take the amount that you would owe on those each month and roll it into your next debt payment. So for instance, if this was $31 a month, that would be how much I'm saving to roll into this next one. So if I was to kill this one next, then it would be $50 more on top of this 31 that I'd be saving. So then I'd actually spend $81 on this next debt, which is this $1,500 credit card, which was $66 a month. So that's $81 plus the 66, you know, it starts to add up really fast. So you'll actually eliminate all of these lower amount debts really rapidly within your first year. So you do have to do things that he recommends in his Total Money Makeover book, as well as the Complete Guide to Money. You have to basically forego things like expensive, lavish dining out, and really buckle down and focus really hard on trying to kill off these smaller, lower debts first, and really focus. And what I do is, let's go back to October 2012 banking page. What I do is I only allow myself $50 per pay period for food, $40 per pay period for gas. Do things like carpool with others at work. Do everything that you can to lower amounts in your car insurance. Try to find places that are cheap to live and rent. I suggest renting with a friend from work, or whatever you can to lower all of those payments that you may have that may be extra burdens on your life. I recommend not getting any of the iPhones or anything like that. Just get the simple basic plans. Try to get your cell phones down below $50 a month. And that's what mine is. I have a simple Nokia T-Mobile that's outdated, but at least talks to people. And I do not do texting, so try to get stuff down as low as you can within your first couple years of implementing the debt snowball. And there's my phone bill, $47. So you can see I started my debt snowball in January of 2011, and it's now October of 2012, and I've already killed off 2 hospital payments, 2 major credit cards. I killed my auto loan off. I killed off one of my student loans, and I'll be moving on to the rest of my student loans. That's all I have in front of me. So I've got a lot to look forward to now still, but I am focused and I see the light at the end of the tunnel. And once this debt snowball gets larger and larger, I'll show you a quick, brief view of what my bank account's going to look like in just 1 year from now. So you can see it gets up there, and that's the idea with implementing the debt snowball, is you're also giving yourself simultaneously a raise without getting a raise at work. So eliminating debts really gives you a raise. So there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it's really, really helpful to actually implement Dave Ramsey's debt snowball. And I highly, highly recommend putting it into an Excel spreadsheet. And well, I guess I can direct you to my website. It's www.daniel.dybowski.webs.com, and there you can look at my blog on the Total Money Makeover. And yeah, good luck. I mean, I have an Excel spreadsheet there if you want to download it. So, yep. Alright, good luck.